Hey student! In this English lesson, we're going to talk about vocabulary. More specifically, 3 expressions to talk about it's difficult. Well, if you don't want to use the word difficult, these options I'm going to share with you are really nice, okay? But there's nothing wrong with the word difficult. Keep using it. I'm just going to show you different options. If you don't know me very well, hello, I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Yes, you're invited. Because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So here we go. It is difficult. As I said, you can use it, no problems. Difficult is fine and very commonly used. Now, what I want to show you here is, I want to show you alternatives. Because here, guys, here on my channel, I help specific students, okay? I help pre-intermediate and intermediate students to go from stuck to speaking in 6 months. So here I focus on helping students at this level. And guys, at this moment, you gotta keep working on vocabulary. Vocabulary will make your English speaking better. It'll make your comprehension better. And the more vocabulary you build, the more comfortable you're going to feel when using the English language, whether it is to listen or to speak. So we can't stop. We can't stop. We won't stop. But the problem here at this level is the stress, the overwhelming pursuit of learning more words. And what I like to emphasize in every vocabulary video I make is quality. Quality always beats quantity. That's why I always repeat, you can use this word, in this case today, difficult, no problems. If difficult is what you remember, difficult is what you should use. I'm just showing you options, but I never bombard you with too many options because that's not going to do you any good, okay? Now, this is basically what I teach my students in my academy. My academy is my online program where I help my babies, my sardines, to go from stuck to speaking. And vocabulary is mandatory. And there, one thing that I recommend my babies do is to learn a lesson, I must use it. So in every vocabulary lesson I give my students, I always encourage them to create examples and post in our platform. And at the end of this lesson, I know you're not my BSA, maybe you're not my student, but post examples here in the comments of this video. Study, use the words you're going to learn here. Now, the first one, grueling. Teacher, what is the exact translation? Well, I don't know. I know English, okay? But what I can tell you is that grueling can mean very difficult. Yes, very difficult and tiring. See? Difficult and tiring, needing great effort for a long time. Sometimes, guys, you describe, the exercise is grueling. Not a good idea. The exercise is difficult. But maybe you had a grueling day, which was a very difficult day, very tiring day. You had to make a lot of effort, great effort to finish the day, alive. Staying alive, staying alive. You had a grueling day, okay? So here, one thing that I invite you to pay attention to is context. Oh, my homework was grueling. Really? Be realistic. So grueling means very difficult and tiring, needing great effort for a long time. So this would be an amazing example. I'm so tired. I had a grueling day in the office. I don't want to work there anymore. Every day is grueling there. I can't take it anymore. Have you ever had a grueling job? Really? Tell me about it, okay? I want to know. I've never had a grueling job. I've had overwhelming jobs, maybe because of the people, not necessarily because of the job itself. But I think toxic people make an environment unbearable. So I think this is the problem I've had, but not like a grueling job. No, I'm tough, y'all. Anyway, moving on to the second expression, tricky. Actually, the word is tricky. But you will often hear people using the complete sentence. Oh, that can be tricky. That, the thing. okay? The thing that is difficult. That can be tricky, okay? So the word is tricky. The word that I want to suggest for you is tricky. And tricky means difficult to do or difficult to deal with. And this is a word I use a lot here on my channel when I'm talking about English lessons, studying alone. I usually use the word tricky. So for example, studying English by yourself can be tricky. Do you agree with me? Let me know. So studying English by yourself without my academy, without my online program, without my study plan. I have a study plan, by the way, okay? Check it out in the description of this video. Without any help. Well, that can be tricky. It can be tricky to study alone without any guidance, any support, any strategies. That's why you have to subscribe to my channel, because I'm always here sharing strategies, sharing lessons like this one, lessons that are not tricky at all. You just need a little love and a little patience to do these lessons. Another example, hey, do you think we can assemble this cabinet ourselves? Well, that can be tricky, but we can give it a go. Okay, so here I use the complete sentence. Oh, that can be tricky. That means assembling the cabinet, okay? Oh, do you think we can assemble this cabinet ourselves? Well, that can be tricky, but we can handle it. We can give it a go. So instead of saying, well, it can be difficult, which is fine. People will understand what you're saying, and that's what fluency is. Fluency is communication, not perfection. I'm just showing you options to improve your comprehension and eventually to improve your English speaking. That can be tricky. But hey, let's try. Okay, let's give it a go. There you go. And as I said, studying English by yourself can be tricky, so make sure to get my study plan cycle, links in the description of this video. But hey, all you can do to support the channel is hit the like button. You know, I really appreciate it when you do, when you hit like, when you share. This really helps YouTube understand that this is a good channel, it's healthy, and that my goal here is to help you guys unlock your English speaking. But now let's move on to the last one of the day. Oh, I like this one. Huh? I really do. I like this one. A tough nut to crack. Okay, now I am showing you the picture because to help you understand, okay, a nut. And if you crack the nut, well, not literally, there are other things that you can use, other tools to crack the nut open. It is difficult. It is very hard because the nut is hard, okay? So when you crack the nut, when you use that thing to crack it open, it is hard. You cannot do it with your hand or with your teeth. You can't. It's too hard. It's too difficult. So when you say something is a tough nut to crack, it means that it's very difficult. Whether it is a person or a thing, it is very difficult to understand, to deal with, or to influence. Okay, take a look at the example. Hey, do you think we can get our manager's approval on such a short notice? Well, you know he's a tough nut to crack, but we can try. So maybe we need to talk to our manager. We forgot and we need his approval, last minute approval. And you know our boss, he's a tough nut to crack. He's a difficult person to deal with, okay? He is a tough nut to crack. It's hard to deal with him. He's a difficult person to talk to understand, or to influence. So he's a tough nut to crack. I don't know if he's going to give us an approval right now. It's too late. He's very detailed. He will ask a million questions. I don't know. Come on, let's try. All right, fine. Another example. Man, this problem is a tough nut to crack. Huh. Difficult to understand this problem, man. Really difficult. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Can you give me a hand? So it is a tough nut to crack means it's something difficult for you to understand, difficult for you to deal with or to influence. And remember, it can be a person that is difficult to deal with or understand or influence, or it can be a thing, a situation, okay? I remember the first time I saw this in a TV show, the guy was talking about a man that was a tough nut to crack. He wanted to give him a present and he didn't know what present to give because that person was a tough nut to crack. It was a difficult person to understand. Now, I love these expressions. I want to know about you, I want to know which one your favorite is, okay? Which one is your favorite, Which one do you like the most? Let me know in the comments, follow me for more, subscribe to the channel. But okay, only one thing. Tell me your favorite one in the comments and I'll be happy. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.